Hello everybody. Happy today's Tuesday, August 12th. How are you? I am in and out today. I had a couple doctor's appointments this morning. It's also my dad's birthday. So I made a cake yesterday and I had to finish that, and we're getting ready. He wants to go to this little Italian joint around town, so in between everything I've had to do, I'm trying to get a little video out for you. I will also try to get, I want to get one up too for tomorrow, but that might be a little bit late as well. This week, like I said, is it's crazy. Storms are kind of out, so yay. As I'm watching blue sky, but then clouds here to my south. So there's always a possibility of storms. It's in the energy, but I mean, look at our energy, right? It's, we roll with it, okay? So they say as the thunder rolls. I have a couple other doctor's appointments the rest of this week. So what I thought was gonna just kind of be a relatively calm week is turning into a little bit, it's a little busier than I was expecting, but it's okay. I welcome it. It's nice, So let's dig into today. I was outside a little bit, and I had two white butterflies fly around me, right? And it wasn't the same one because I was in different parts of my yard, and they were very, very close. It was kind of cool. And then I had a feather fall from above and it landed in my hair. So interesting. So white butterflies. I've also seen some yellow butterflies. And actually, Good News is on right now. The song that's on, Shabuzi, his song Good News is on, and he's wearing all white. And I saw a bunch of white cars. So those are a few things that might be significant. I always associate white cars with that's godly, heavenly, angel, angelic. It's a good sign. The white butterflies and the white feather, and good news. I think, good news is on, is coming in, which that's also been in the readings, but it'll be different for everybody because how I said in my meeting, or in my reading, sorry, I did have a meeting, but in my reading yesterday, you have to take what resonates. You can't force anything to fit in your story. So even though it may not seem like anything is coming in for you, if you read comments, you'll see confirmation. So that should just be a sign for you, or a hope for you, hope that gives you hope. Okay. And I said, you have to detach. You can't hang on to wanting truth or justice to come for the wrong reasons, because that's just going to delay it. And, that's not what we do. So just make sure that you are, using discernment. Okay, pre-poll. I didn't put them away. I just wanted the energy around us collective is one of feeling heavily projected upon, because they're just such weak, emotionally unintelligent individuals. They lack discipline, control, patience. They are overbearing and they are forcing things upon us. That's the projection. But the reason the projections are so heavy is because we have a karmic couple. We have an abusive, narcissistic couple. We have a Queen of Swords in reverse and the Emperor on the fence and the Chariot with that, okay? They are being delayed and stopped, okay? This is lack of control. This is plans being canceled. Anything really being canceled. It could be a raise, it could be a job, it could be a promotion, it could be a loan for a car, a loan for a home, loan for furniture. It's things that they thought they had in the bag, right? And that's happening. Things are literally disappearing. It's almost like it was right in their grasp, but it's disappearing. Why is it disappearing? Because collective. You are, okay, well, first this is why. This guy's been sat down. So this is the devil that is driving this Emperor and the Queen of Cups. in the reverse. You sat the devil down. Not only did you sit the devil down, but you left the devil speechless. Because touch not mine anointed. Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, the Ace of Cups. Touch not mine anointed. You, collective, didn't even know who you were. You're starting to find out though, and I think that's what's coming. And I think that's why this projection is so bad. It's so bad because this is nothing like anybody has ever seen before. I mean, just look at the sky at night. Look at the planetary alignments. Look at all the retrogrades. Look at the shit that has happened in the world, okay? When I say they are burdened, 10 of Wands, because you, collective, have learned to cope. You've learned to stay grounded and to do like a DCI, a daily check-in, you know, or like breath work. Like you take a deep breath, you stay in the moment, you stay grounded, you don't let them affect you because you're in control, okay? You have let go of so much negativity. You've faced it. You don't have guilt anymore. Or, I mean, for the most part, let me just say this, like we always will. Like we will always have it. There's always a learning curve. There's always a healing process, okay? Whenever something happens that is low vibrational or undesirable, right? A lesson that's a blessing. There's a little bit of a period where there's some anguish, there's some grief, but we flip it so fast, the Nine of Swords in reverse, that it leaves people speechless, especially overly ambitious, ungrounded, jealous, possessive, materialistic, sociopathic, dangerously abusive, wicked, and disorganized, or bad parent energy, like a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, okay? They're trapped because of our healing. We've done nothing except put one foot in front of the other and live in an open heart space and accept that, hey, you know what? This was supposed to happen. We didn't miss any bus. We didn't miss anything. We literally, if we needed to stay in this for 10 or 15 years, then we stayed in it for 10 or 15 years. We didn't miss the boat. No matter what they may be trying to make us think that we missed out on, okay? We didn't miss out on anything. And you know how we know that? Because we have a connection to the Most High. We have the most beautiful connection to the Most High. Highly favored, highly blessed, highly protected. Okay? So that was our pre-poll, collective. I mean, it was impressive. It was impressive. And honestly, on my way to the doctor's today, I was listening to, I think I was listening to Matchbox 20. Yeah. I saw two big semi-trucks, but it wasn't the trailer. So whatever you call it, just like the truck part, it wasn't the trailer. So maybe it is, I don't know. The front of it, the one with the wheels and the gears and stuff, that, like, one of them broke down, like in one of the biggest intersections that I use to get around where I live. And it was like being put on a tow truck. And it went so quickly, like I didn't really get delayed. And it was almost like time stopped just so I could get to where I needed to get to, you know? There's a lot of, hi Hops. Sign-wise here, I was listening to Matchbox 20. I don't know, there's just been something about Matchbox that I've been loving. I love Rob Thomas. I've seen him in concert. I've seen Matchbox 20 in concert. I love that, right? Hang is actually one of my favorite songs by them, but Shame was the first song that came on, and then Busted, that was the second one. Like, and all I could hear in my head was such a shame. Such a shame. And to me, I feel that that is the world seeing what was done to us. So take that how that resonates. But lots of air energy, lots of earth energy. We got all of it here. We got all the elements, all right? Which is telling me, collective, we might be little fucking elemental fairies. The elements help us, okay? The elements bend to our will without us even realizing it. Some of you may notice that as your mood changes, the weather changes. I do. I notice that, right? Like, I do notice that. So, get outside, you know, if you can. Summer's, no, it's like late summer where I am, but we call it Indian summer. Like, so heading into September, even sometimes into October, we'll get real hot days, but it starts to get real nice and clear and pretty, that nice crisp air. But when I was walking outside today, like, I could feel the air differently. The grass felt different. The tree moved when I was, you know, like, so just, I think that you might find a little bit of a different energetic exchange between you and nature. So, and look for fairies, like, they're everywhere, you know? Well, let's see, what do we got? We got Aries here with the Emperor in reverse, a low vibrational Aries, that sucks. A low vibrational Libra, what a fucking monster. The Chariot in reverse, that's somebody that's Cancer, so that's completely emotionally fucking uncontrolled. We have a Capricorn in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with the Ace of Cups, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo with the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Fool is the air, right? So I see all signs here, but it's very interesting looking at this. There's so many signs in the reverse. And then here we are. One for the air, one for the fire, upright. They never understood how strong we were. It's like underdog energy. I'm surprised the Seven of Pentacles wasn't here because it's kind of like the underestimation card, right? All of this negative energy here in the signs, right? All of this here. Because of us. It's beautiful. So things are changing. Yeah, I'm looking here at the World card. Yeah. Oh, there's the Ten of Pentacles. Told you. It's over. You are no longer in an energetic timeline of deception and betrayal and you being put into like a situation where you need to fucking multitask and juggle or be made an option. That's over. You're coming into your Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so you might have some communication coming in. It could be a download, all right, from your team. You could notice some enhanced intuition. That comes with practice, you know? I feel a lot of energetic pull towards being able to slow down, allowing yourself to slow down and not, oop, there goes a white butterfly. Another one, it just hit my window. We are beings of the light. You know, we see the darkness in us and we embrace the darkness because you cannot have light without dark. But we work on that side of light, but we are not afraid to go into the dark. And that is what God, I think, and my spirit team is saying, because they're like, you have so much endurance and you have so much strength and the world is seeing this. Let yourself rest. Don't feel guilty if you're resting. Don't feel bad. Yes, they understand we live in a capitalist world, or at least where I live, it's a capitalist country. And they understand this concept of having to work for the man or, you know, pay the bills. But also, when you slow down and rest and you stay truly connected to who you are, it comes to you. So you are able to rest and recuperate. You aren't as worried. So having faith and allowing yourself to slow down because you've gone the distance, you have the strength, you have the endurance, and the spirit is giving you signs. Giving you signs. It's like they're lighting the path for you. It's like you found a forgotten trail, or you integrated a fragment of your soul and it opened a door, gave you access to something else, and they're wanting you to slow down so that you can truly, truly, truly find the strength that's on that path, right? So, yeah, I just think you know the difference between like Fool's Gold and Treasure Island. If I were to think of wisdom oracle cards, we use those a lot. You know what's for you, you know what's not for you. You understand clarity, like you understand that practicing the pause is significant. You have a solid, probably more solid than you ever thought you would. There goes a white freaking convertible with like a white top. It's down obviously, and a white interior, like for reals, lots of white. So I'm just seeing light, 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 okay? You do not worship false idols anymore. Not that you ever did collective, but you might have been with people who kind of shrouded that for you. So let's see, I can't talk, look at that wealth. That's the bottom of the deck. I wasn't even like, you know, people worship the dollar like it's, you know, they're the end all say all. And like, no, it's not, because it's a construct that we created to control, okay? So, all right, what is the, where the fuck did that come from? There's a family walking. I don't know where the fuck they came from. It's interesting. Hi, you coming up? Come on, come here. You're okay, come on, buddy. You wanna come up here? Come on, come on. You're looking like you wanna. Hold on a minute, guys, I'm sorry. Come on, babies, hoppy hops, come on, hops. Come here. Come here. Okay, come here, hops. There's hops. I'm sitting by his window. He likes to sit. There he is, say hi. He's like, I don't like to be on camera. But this is Hops. This is my tripod. Yeah, you wanna sit up here? You wanna look out the window? I'll open it. Hold on guys, I'm so sorry. Usually I'm downstairs, right? Like he likes to sit and look out the window. Yeah, I know, I took your seat, buddy, I'm sorry. I don't need you to play with that. They like to sit here and look out the window. Is it summer? And the sun's out. Yeah, they like to. So, okay, I'll move all my stuff. Sorry, guys. But if there's anything I am is real. Like I'm real. You get real. So this is real. Yeah, sorry. All right. So, we don't worship the dollar. We don't really worship anything. We talk to our God. We don't have false idols, right? That isn't something that we believe in, so. But yet you have like that, the karmic couple, right? They do. Okay, let's see, what are these, what are the issues around the collective today? What themes does this divine collective need to know about? Let's just see, main ideas, right? Let's see, main ideas here. Okay, so we got longing. There he goes. He's so cute. Wonder if my doves will fly by. He bats at the window. Let me see if I can turn it around. So you can see him too. Hi, buddy. He's like, what are you doing, Mom? Mom, what are you doing? All right, sorry. Okay, so we have longing. It is really turning into be a very pretty day. Desires. Anything else for this collective? I thought I had a flipper. That's it, I guess. And pursuit. So we have longing, desires, pursuit, and hope. So on the longing card, it says, longing without purpose leads to sorrow. Desires, be mindful of desires. They shape your reality. There goes our pink garbage can, people. And pursuit, the pursuit of pleasure can blind you from love. So this plays into, you know, and then we have hope, okay? Hope. Hope shines brightest in moments of clarity. You have clarity. You have peace, all right? Even in the sense of dread and the tower moments that you've had, right? And the ebbs and flows of life, like you have always stayed true to yourself in some way, shape, or form, or else we wouldn't be here, okay? So you have a gentle heart and you're able to balance passion with peace, all right? You don't pursue fool's gold anymore. You know what's for you and what's not, and you don't let anything enter into your areas, your flying space, right? Like you don't let anybody enter into your sacred space unless they protect your peace. If they are going to be in your life, they are going to contribute to it. But if they are going to not contribute and not help you build or protect, right? Then no, bye, okay? And you don't really long for anything anymore in the terms of lustful type longing, right? You are taken care of. And when you ask for something or you manifest it, you let it go. You don't hang on to it. And that's kind of when I talk about the collective being at different stages in their journey, that's what this is. Like you've let go of longing, you know, for truth, because you don't need the vindication. You don't need the proof, right? You don't. You may have in the beginning, but right now you do not. You don't want it because it's not going to affect you anymore. Because why? You healed it. And maybe, like, you have to think about it that way. Like, maybe it's taken the amount of time that it's taken because the amount of healing needed. Because now, if that energy tries to come back into your area, come back into your field of anything, field of vision, field of anything, you ain't gonna even pay it any attention because there is no part of you that wants that anymore, right? Whereas if they might have come back earlier in your healing journey, right? If they might have come back earlier in your healing journey, you might have gotten tricked, but you cannot be tricked anymore, which is so funny. Backup plan is on right now. You are no one's backup plan, collective. You may have been in your people-pleasing era, right? You might have been, and you were okay with it, or you didn't know, right? Now you are fully aware. If they aren't giving you their all, then bye. They're not in your energy period, which I like. Oh, I moved all my stuff. And they're not going to be able to weasel their way back in either. So, let's see. Okay. My stomach is kind of growling. You guys, so I made a cake yesterday. I told you about this. It's 2323. So that's 5. Change, real change in the 3D. What the fuck is that truck doing? Oh my gosh, they are literally bleaching and cleaning these trash cans. The trash must have taken itself out. Now it's being purified. That's what I just picked up on. And it's really obvious because it's the hot pink, big plastic trash can. So like every time it like takes it and cleans it, rinses it, cleans it, it goes up and the sun is like shining off of it right here into my window. Huh. My cats are cleaning themselves like nuts right here. Probably because they don't want each other here. Okay, that's enough. If you guys have cats, you know what I mean. You know how they play. Like if they're laying down and another cat comes up, they'll just start licking them until they get annoyed. Anyway, so I was making a cake yesterday. I got 2 flavored cakes that I wanted to make. I have a banana one and then I had like the strawberry one. So I decided to make the strawberry cake. And it was pink, like the batter was a really pretty pink, okay? But it wasn't pink enough, so I'm like, all right, I'll see that. And I found a box of neon food coloring in my pantry, which I'm like, I don't know. If that goes bad, I guess we'll find out. So I pulled it out, and one of them was empty, which I was like, that's rude. So my daughter must have, at some point or another, used one of them, and you know, that's something that she likes to, she'll just put stuff back empty. You know, it's like the kids will put back like a cereal box and there's not even enough for a bowl of cereal. Like in the box, they just put it back in the pantry. Or like the milk, like there's not even enough. So I just grabbed the other one because it looked exactly the same. Oh no, it wasn't, it was like purple. So now I have a strawberry cake that looks like a rose red violet. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It tastes really good though. I'm glad I didn't try to dye the frosting. Well laid plans, right? What do they say? If you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. If you two start fighting, no, that's enough. Pops, come on. Charlie, the window is big enough. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna use the wisdom of the oracle. Sorry. These two. My dogs are really calm though, so that's nice. Okay. What is the overall energy coming to the edge? Coming to the edge, overall energy. It came out with all that glitters. I just heard Masonic. Huh. I think, yeah, you, somebody pushed you too far. All right. And in doing that, it's like you were like, okay, I'm done. I want to get away. I want to get as far away from this, all that glitters energy as I can. And that's what you pushed you over. There might have been a revelation to you, collective. Or you might be on the verge of getting a revelation that makes it like that much easier for you to completely detach. That's what I'm getting. What's the obstacle here? And you might be pushing somebody else to the edge too, but in the wrong way, because you walked away and they can't get back into your energy. Like they're emotionally unstable. I know that for sure. Yeah, orphaned. This would be like your 5 of Pentacles, orphaned, out in the cold, left, you know, victim mentality, fear-based thinking, control-based, domination. Okay, this left out energy, because that's how they feel. And that might be like pushing them to the edge, like because they're not stable. Waiting on a woman is on right now. Yeah, and then look here. Yeah, imagine. Yeah, they are, this is the illusion. This illusion, it's an illusion. They can't believe, they never would have imagined. That's the problem. Like you were the wild card, the underdog. They never imagined this outcome, and that's driving them insane. Like maybe somebody, I saw what is that? Like a padded room, like a straitjacket, like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is what's popping into my head right now. Because they're crazy. This illusion that they think is reality. They do not live. Yeah, they do not live in real time. They don't live, like they have created a false reality that they believe they could still come in. They believe they are still God's gift to men or to women or to both. They still believe that they are correct and everyone else is wrong. They do not live in a state of truth at all. They're crazy. What's the advice here? Unpredictable situation here. Yeah. The advice is, hey, this is the number 10, building blocks. You have beautiful, like, your new foundation is bringing in, with the serendipitous card here and this higher power card, the divine. This, you may have wanted something to come in for you that's not good enough for you. So I feel as if you have multiple things coming in that may be similar or close to what you were expecting or what you really wanted, but it's going to actually be grander, bigger, better because of this energy of how, like, in the margin they were and how hard in the paint they went, okay? And I'm getting with Mason energy, like, this is a Masonic group, all right? Now, I'm not coming for the Masons, okay? Because I have a couple friends who are Masons, and I know if I called them and asked for help, they would do everything and anything in their power to help me. I'm not saying all of them are bad, okay? There's always a few bad apples, correct? So, you would know. I feel like this is a group of people though, but you have such a solid connection, okay, with the divine, and even just that, the reality of you actually being who you are, the earth angel that you are, is a tower. Like, that doesn't even come into play or doesn't even mention the towers that this energy or this group of energies is experiencing. Like, you just in general, people having to swallow the truth, choke it down. Like, the slander, the libel, the defamation, the character assassination, those things, it was spread so widely that maybe the people who are you gonna just stay there? He's laying on my cards. The people that heard and believed, they're not having as hard of a time swallowing this truth, because in swallowing this truth, a lot of other things are making sense, right? Like, because they might have started to wonder. I'm seeing Page of Swords energy. So what's the outcome? They might have started to wonder, why are these energies so obsessed with collective? Why are they so concerned about collective, right? Like, it's making things makes more sense, which is making it harder for this low vibrational group to survive here. Yeah. Okay, leg up here is at the, sorry, hops. A leg up here is at the bottom of the deck. That is gonna piss him off even more. Well, oh well, you know. A leg up, there's a tower. There's a tower. Outcome here. Dude, this Amazon Prime guy just carried in a shit ton of packages. like he was like carrying a stack. Poised, outcome here, poised. All right. You are, what, 48, that's a 12, that's a 3, that's growth, okay? That's growth and balance. You're poised and ready. You are poised and ready. You have a leg up coming in, all right? You're poised and ready because you're co-creating with the universe. You went the distance and you're done with this never-ending fucking story. You are done. Now I'm seeing, oh shit. You all right? Now I'm seeing the Nun. Valak. Can I help you? There you go. Oh, I don't like that energy at all. I know the actress who played the nun. Her name is Rebecca too. Nothing like the nun, let's be clear. I don't know her personally, but I sort of do, but I don't. It's weird. Okay, so if you've seen that movie, I don't know which one it is, but it's like the picture, there's like a portrait and then the eyes glow And then there's the one, she's like in the wall, but she like comes out of the wall. That's what I'm seeing. That's what they're showing me. That's what the demon. That's what they wanted to do to you, collective. They thought they could scare you. This energy, that's how delusional they are. In a dream, they thought that they could use that imagery to scare you somehow, or to make you believe that there were these massive demons after you. And they may have very well tried, because these people are doing magic still. I mean, I feel like they're gonna be on their deathbed and still try to do some sort of invocation. But what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, because I have some dark energy around me right now, but it's not threatening me, it's more informing. Which, a collective, you have to understand, we are, God has spoken over our lives in a way where we hold power in all realms. So that's what they tried to do. So maybe sleep demon energy, sleep paralysis, make you feel like you have something that's attached to you, or trying to alter your reality, because they're not in a concept. They have no concept of what true reality is. Like, they're trying to make you believe that they can do this or that they can hurt you. But this, what I'm hearing from these principalities, the devil, him, is saying, no, that's an illusion. Imagine, that's an illusion. So actually, what they're trying to do to you, they're doing to themselves. Yeah, look. Not for you. That's what I just flipped the deck to. Yeah, they keep trying to send the same things. That's what I'm hearing. And my angels are saying exactly the same thing. Not for you, never ending story. They do the same thing. And the principalities and the dukes and shit that they're going after are not attacking you, collective, but the illusion. The devil said this was always the ending. And there's TikTok. TikTok. This was always the ending. They believe they're gonna win still. So that's the projection. They're even, this is really just, I'm sorry, I'm straight fucking channeling. This is a lot. They're really trying to throw shit at anybody who is going to bring in any type of confirmation or good news to you, collective, because that is the ending. They're going so far as to try to program what you see to affect your algorithms. I just saw like 3 school buses. It's not fucking working, collective. Let me just tell you. They think that they're schooling you. They ain't fucking schooling you. That's like an illusion. So you have nothing to worry about. Okay, I'm gonna use this, the biblical tarot here. 4 of Cups. What did I? Yeah. So they're wishing they would have made better choices. They're wishing they would have made better choices, collective. They're not managing anything well. They're not managing emotions. They're not managing their money. They're not managing their expectations. They can't even manage their job for some. Some might not even have a job. They might have been fired and they're trying to hide this. They can't manage their health. The Star, because of you, collective. Whatever you're doing, keep doing, collective. If you have a platform, even if it's small, like, you know, our family, which I love, keep doing. Post every day, because you don't know who's watching. Because somehow, some way, obviously, they're going to be fucking stalkers. Of course, this is stalking energy. Why wouldn't it be? What's new? There goes some kids on scooters, on bicycles here. Yeah, there's some wheels, the wheel within the wheel. They're trying to stop the wheel within the wheel. The wheel of time and the wheel of fortune, Fortuna. It ain't gonna be successful. Now oh gosh, I can feel, ooh. Anubis is here. He isn't happy. The Knight of Feathers. Keep speaking your truth, collective. Paul the Apostle. At once he began to preach in the synagogues that Jesus is the Son of God. You are speaking the truth, and this is over. The World card here with the star. You saw me shuffling these cards. Okay. This is the New Jerusalem, and look at that. We have 12. This is, so we have that's a number 12, and that's a 21. 12, 21, 12, 21. Same, front to back, back to front, okay? And then we have the star, 17. You are divine, like you have divine vaccination. Does that make, there you go. That's such a contemporary like word. That's a triggering word. I'm not trying to start anything, but you are divinely vaccinated against this. And I'm hearing confirmation on both sides. So light and dark are confirming, like they know you're the fucking star. Does the devil want to take you down? Fuck yes, he does, right? That is a head he wants on a wall. Okay, I'm not even lying, because he's not a liar. That's the one thing he said. Like, I will lie, but that makes me not a liar because I'm honest. I tell you up front. If you choose to believe me, you can. Okay? But it's an illusion. He sells you an illusion. He uses doubt. Lots of chemtrails. Like, I'm seeing chemtrails. Maybe you look at the clouds. Maybe you like to see chemtrails. The Chariot. Let's hear. Okay, overall energy here for the collective. Eight of Feathers. What did I say? This is Jonah trapped inside the whale. He said, in my distress, I called to the Lord, and he answered me. From deep in the realm of the dead, I called for help, and you listened to my cry. Oh, fuck. Hold on. That landed all the way over here. The soul. Creation of a living being. There is something happening here swiftly, and there goes a beautiful white Range Rover like I love. Okay? The soul. Eight of Feathers. Eights are significant, and we're in the month of August with the Empress. This is your beautiful new beginning, okay? So the overall energy is whatever is needing to happen is happening. And it's happening quickly, it's happening swiftly, okay? It's going to, I feel like it's going to be like a light switch, it's going to be something that comes in like quickly. There goes another butterfly. Oh, that's a yellow one. Okay, you're gonna have some sort of communication or some sort of something swiftly, some action or some event or something is gonna just blow up on you. Okay, country song came on by Luke Bryan, like something like that. Like something's gonna come on, and all of a sudden you're in your new life, right? That's what I think it is. Okay, creation, like the soul. This is. Look how beautiful this card is, right? Like, look here. Look how beautiful that is. That's us collective. It's going to happen just quickly, all right? Because here's Jonah. And all of a sudden, instantly, the mouth opens and we're free. Because we're the Empress. Look how beautiful. So, August 17th might be significant. August 12th, that's today. 8/12, that's significant. August 21st. I said August 3rd, I think. You know, or March 8th, March 12th, March 21st, March 17th might be significant. What's the obstacle? Yeah. 4 of Cups, 8 of Wands, okay? Or 8 of, yeah. This is the 8 of Swords. Like, we freed ourselves. My bad. You get what I'm saying, because here's the swift. It's swift. Like, the minute we healed ourselves, the star, it was over, okay? But again, like I said, there was a certain level of healing that we needed to do so that there would be no temptation. And now we're past that. Temperance. That's what's coming in. That's that swift. Okay? Swift restoration, swift balancing, Swiss, neutral. Maybe there's somebody in this that's going to speak up that's neutral. 2 of Grains. Okay, you are no longer going to be experiencing stress when it comes to your life, financially, emotionally, in any which way, shape, or form, because balance is here for this earth angel, because also you're protecting your peace. Therefore, anything that comes in and threatens that is not welcome. They are going to experience this imbalance. This gives me this is Pentacles, so finances. Their finances are fucked. Like I said, maybe they had an affair and that relationship broke up. And maybe they went in, yeah, they've been sacrificed. They tried to sacrifice you, collective, but now they are realizing they were sacrificed, okay? They might have had an affair at work and lost their job, or they might have had a long-term affair and had money combined of some way, shape, or form, and maybe they were stolen from. They stole from you, maybe somebody stole from them, right? You lose them how you get them, is kind of my energy here that I'm feeling, okay? The player got played. There's the Ace of Wands and the 10 of Cups. You know, I feel like maybe somebody couldn't keep it in their pants. And they lead with that, and they think with that, and that's their priority. That's what they worship, a lustful energy. Like, that's Satan. Satan will tempt the fuck out of you. Satan will appear to you, but he will appear to you in a form that he knows will fucking tempt the shit out of you. And if you are low vibrational, energetically, if you are low vibration, you won't pick up on it. And what do? You seal the deal, right? And then you're stuck with an incubus or a succubus energy, which then it just kind of like, it just expands and it takes over everything and it ruins your life. And that's, I think, what's happening. Because we have the High Priest here with the 3 of Wands. Somebody is making sure that you are not stopped anymore, collective. The 9 of Feathers. Somebody is not in a mentally stable mindset, okay? Because Ace of Cups. They lost a gift that they tried to literally keep down with this Knight of Pentacles. With a group, 3 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. They are burnt out. This is the Emperor in the reverse. Fucking monster. Puts you in a third-party situation with the 3 of Cups here, and now we have Justice. You're getting good news, the Page of Wands. And they're in grief and remorse. This is an unexpected, something is very unexpected, okay? The 5 of Swords, 5-5. This is going to be very, 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 very sudden, very abrupt, very abrasive, could be violent. This is giving me fight. This is giving me fight where somebody is hurt, intent to harm. You're safe. The 2 of Feathers here, you're blocked from this. And then we have the 5 of Wands. This chaos, this conflict, this ego-based, ego-driven issue, this could be 2 people from your past that work together that are arguing because you're glow up. Like one person, one energy might have believed some rumors. The other energy was slandering or using to libel you. Like they might have come together and they worked like a secret duo, right? Like a dirty collaboration, a dirty group. I just got a notification. They came together because they hated you or were jealous of you or whatevs, you know? Yeah, King of Wands, who was arrogant, very arrogant in a relationship. The 5 of Pentacles. They came together to strip you from everything. So this gives that calculated, premeditated plan. They wanted to drown you in debt. They wanted to drown you in emotionally abusive, serious events. Like they stole from you. They could have stolen your children. They could have been trying to steal your house. They might have had you lose a job. You lost your friends. Maybe you lost your car. Like they wanted you drowning in nothing but negativity. So you would be forced to possibly remove yourself from this plane or go to the dark side, right? Because whatever it was, they would still be able to manipulate you and puppet master you. But no, you were not the one, collective. You were not the one. The 7 of feathers, okay? You were not the one. Yeah, the Lovers here. The Page of Pentacles, they could have fucked with your children. They could have done magic on your child, magic on you, breakup spells, confusion spells, chaos spells. I mean, this is as old as time is, right? They'll take what matters the most to you and hope it breaks you. But you are getting victory, the 6 of Wands. So like, you know, you hear it in all these readings. Whatever was taken from you is going to be returned. The Strength. This is my favorite card here. This is my favorite card. Look, Daniel. Daniel in the lion's den. You didn't even know. You did not even know that you were in the lion's den. I mean, you do now. You are aware. And you are being made more aware of what's happening because your glow up. You have the 9 of Pentacles here, the 9 of Grains, okay? And that's coming in very, very fast with the Chariot here. So, which then you have your 10 of Pentacles. I told you, the 10 of Pentacles, because this is the fucking Tower. The Tower, 6 of Swords, or 6 of Feathers, okay? You are a healer. They went after a healer. They went after a divine feminine or a divine masculine. Gender doesn't matter, okay? No. The Moon, the Knight of Wands, and the 3 of Swords. They employ dark tactics, dark magic, dark energetic forces to literally create hurt and grief and pain, loss and sorrow in your life. So when you hang out in the dark and you welcome that energy into your life, it eats you up inside, and then all you do is dark. Everything you do is dark because you are consumed by demonic, energetic vibrations, right? And as the deeper you sink into that, the worse things get. So again, not living in reality, but don't worry, the 7 of Candles, the 7 of Wands, you have your boundaries up. You are aware now of how the world really works. Like the blinders, they were ripped off of you and you started to see shit that you only thought existed in fucking movies. So this King of Wands who thought, confirmation, this King of Wands who thought he was God in your life, he was so fucking arrogant and egotistical, it's over. It's over. The Death card. Whatever they were trying to do, they cannot. They are so burdened with the 10 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands here, they can't strategize, plan, or do anything because they can't think correctly. And then we have little Miss Onyx here. And there it is, the underdog, the 7 of Pentacles, okay? To the Queen of Cups. You don't go after the Queen of Cups. You don't, because she don't look like who she is. Daniel in the den, okay? What just fell? She doesn't look like who she is. Yep. You don't slander, libel, and misuse a Queen of Cups. The 7 of Cups here, the temptation of Christ. You're not gonna fuck with her. No, you won't, because not only are you the Queen of Cups collective, gender doesn't matter, Queen, King of Cups, you can't be fucked with, your heart or your mind at this point. You are the High Priest or the High Priestess. And the world is gonna know it, the Sun. Oh, collective. I love it. Okay, let me pick these up. And then I'm gonna just do some angel, well, I don't even know what oracle this is. What is it? The Angel Wisdom deck. And then I'll get out of here because this is probably a crazy video. There's a lot of channeling in here. And my cats now are being crazy. They're chasing birds. What are we chasing? Oh, my doves. I have 2 doves at my feeder. Interesting, as we started talking about the Sun and the divine feminine and the Empress and the Queen of Cups, my doves show up. That's a pretty neat little sign, huh? the baby doves are getting really big, you guys. I would have sat outside today, but gosh, it's kind of humid out, so that's why I stayed inside. When I was out driving today too, I got stuck behind a lot of trucks that had like dumpsters on the back, or I don't know what kind of car trucks you call them, but they were like where you would get rid of things. Like it would pull up to a construction site and have like gravel or salt or like salt and stuff in it. And they were all red. And so I feel like all the bullshit has been recovered, or there's proof of all this bullshit, and the karmic energies cannot do anything. Like, they cannot do anything. It's all going to be just don't. And it's like, it's giving like the 7 of Wands in reverse, where they can't. There's no defense. Hey, Bear. As he's like biting down on Onyx, can you stop? Oh, babes. Sleepy sleeps in your eyes. Okay. So we're going to use this Angel Wisdom deck here and see what we've got to end this message. But collective, I think the reading is amazing. I think that a lot of the, oh, Charlie's like right here on my butt. This is a time of rest for you, because you do have beautiful things coming in, but they want you to rest. That also helps you stay grounded. It keeps you in a state where projections don't bother you as much, or it's easier for you to clock it. And in doing that, kind of helps speed up the detachment, all right? If you need a mental health day, you fucking take a mental health day, collective. I don't know why. There's a white dragonfly. What is that? That was the biggest dragonfly I think I've ever seen. Its wings looked like they were shimmery white. Lots of little flying things going by. All right, what is the closing message here for this beautifully divine collective? Like, you need to take a mental health day and start caring for the sacred space, the body that you're in, because you have beautiful things coming in. And I speak the truth. They just gave me honesty. Okay? And look at that. It's all white. Look at her. White wings, white everything, like I just said. The angels ask you to offer your true self to the world. Speak the truth. And I just lost half the deck. Search for the truth and act on the truth. Tell the truth, even though it may not make you popular. You need to say what you think and think what you say. And that's what you're doing. Endurance. I embrace patience and trust in the process. Patience is a virtue that allows us to persevere. By trusting the journey, we cultivate endurance and resilience. The angels remind us that in order to succeed, we must learn how to control our impatience and wait until the right outcome you deserve comes along. And then self-care. My angels are amazing. My angels are amazing. So a couple landed on the floor, but only 2 of them were upright. So let's see. Self-care here. Okay, again, look at all the white. I love taking the time to understand my needs. The angels want you to remember that although dedication and hard work are crucial, you also need to pace yourself. Otherwise, you'll stretch yourself too thin and burn out. That's bad for your pursuit. And you put action behind your goals every single day. Just, you take steps in the right direction, and you continue to. Like, there's no need to doubt that you are. So let go of any doubts and fears, stepping out of your comfort zone. You are 100% supported and protected. They are leading you in the right direction. You need to accept their help and enjoy this part in your life. Play. Go have fun. Play. Because you've surrendered. You believe and trust the plan, and the obstacles are falling away. So continue to be patient, collective. Trust in the universe, okay? You're in a state of peace, and you are so committed to that. Oh my gosh, fairy wings. I was talking about fairies, elemental fairies. You guys, you have become who you needed. Your inner child is very happy, okay? You have become who your inner child needed, and they're happy. So that's why you're being given time to slow down, Okay, so spirit might actually be making you feel a little bit tired or a little wonky for a reason, okay? And it's not a projection. So you need to make sure that you are checking in with your spiritual team to make sure that you are, you know, like, hey, is this you doing this to me? Or, you know, is this a projection? So breath work, you know, a big deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. I usually, you know, it usually takes three to me. Then I usually feel pretty down with the team, you know. But sometimes it's really just as simple as you're going about your day, and then maybe all of a sudden you just get like this massive wave of like depression, right? Or you want to cry, or you're angry, or, you know, maybe you drop something like these cards that fell on the floor, or like the cats all of a sudden. I haven't seen them since I got home and now they're here. You know, something simple that normally wouldn't like irritate you, like you might, that's a projection. So if something like that, you know, comes and you get upset or you feel a lot of anger, that's not, and you know, that's not normal, that's a projection. And then you just send it on its merry way with love and compassion. You say like, angels, take this away from me. I know that this is not me because 2 seconds ago I was fucking fine. And so what, I dropped something. Okay, you know, just send it on its way, all right? The other thing, just be careful doing things. This is popping into my head. So I know like we're tired of this magic bullshit, right? And they're just never gonna stop. They're not like, and that's why things are happening the way they're happening. That's why I think I saw all those trucks, like the big dumpster trucks that could just dump shit on someone. It's like somebody all of a sudden is going to go and just like have like verbal diarrhea at like someone significantly important, and it's gonna be like all of this evidence and it's hardcore proof, right? Like, and there's gonna be nothing they can do about it. Like there's nothing this karmic energy or this low vibrational entity type thing, you know, they're not gonna be able to throw anything at you anymore because they're fucking caught. Like the tiger by the tail kind of a thing. But they're gonna try to do shit. So like maybe they're, like I said the other day, they want you to look in the mirror and see nothing but flaws, right? Or like pick at yourself, or hate how you look and start talking negatively to you. That might be a thing, so be aware of that. Or they want you in the kitchen cooking and they're gonna make you cut yourself with a knife, or, you know, something like that kind of a thing. So just be aware and alert, okay? I think that is, you know, that's super crucial. But I think those are just good things to, like, rules to live by. So if you're constantly checking in with yourself and constantly staying grounded and knowing what's your natural state and what's not, that's how you eliminate it. And then you just say, thanks, bye. Not for me, not today, Satan, okay? So with that, I'm gonna head on out. I gotta go get ready. I got that birthday dinner. My dad, he's amazing. So I'm gonna go get ready. But I will see you guys in the next video. Just remember how divinely protected, guided, and blessed you are, okay? We love you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.